Thank you. We request the audience and the graduates to raise. For the kind attention of the members of the audience, the academic procession is now heading towards the auditorium. Led by Dr. D. Saravanan, Principal KCT, in the academic procession. We have Professor Sukumar, Protocol Officer. Dr. Mary Cherian, Head KCT BS. Dr. Vigilesh, Head MCA. Dr. Joseph Tanikul, Director KCT BS. Dr. Raghuvi, Director, Kumaraguru School of Innovation. Professor Sri Kumar, CEO, KCTBS. Representing the institutional leadership in the procession is our respected joint correspondent, Shri Shankar Vanavarayar, along with our chief guest, Mr. Swaminathan, CEO of GS1 India. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The year 2024 holds great significance for Kumaraguru Institution as we commemorate 40 years of excellence in higher education. Over the last 4 decades, under the aegis of Kumaraguru institutions, we have 5 institutions in 3 campuses, impacting close to 8,000 enthusiastic learners every year in the domains of engineering, technology, management, agriculture, liberal arts, and science. While our alumni have established their global footprint in more than 60 countries, creating an extraordinary impact as our esteemed ambassadors, embodying the institution's vision and values. Today, we mark the graduation ceremony of the MCA students from the KCT and the MBA students from KCT-BS of the batch 2022. We commence this solemn occasion with a prayer song followed by Tamil Thai Valthu.
Prabhu Ganapate Paripurana Valvarulvaye Prabhu Ganapate Paripurana Valvarulvaye Prabhu Ganapate 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 Sandhu Vanangi Tudi Paadi Aadi Undan Sannadhi Saranadindome Sandhu Vanangi Tudi Paadi Aadi Undan Sannadhi Saranadindome Sandhu Siddha Saubhagyam Yavayum Thandarul Sadguru Neeye Sandhu Siddha Saubhagyam Yavayum Thandarul Sadguru Neeye Prabhu Ganapate Paripurana Valvarulvaye Prabhu Ganapate 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 நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் திர்க்கனமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தர்க்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தனித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே வாழ்த்ததுமே.
May I invite Dr. D. Saravanan, Principal, Kumaraguru College of Technology, to deliver the welcome address and college report.
Good morning. Respected Chief Guest of Graduation Day celebrations, esteemed correspondent, heads of various departments, distinguished guests on the dais, faculty and staff members, dear graduates, a warm and pleasant morning to each one of you. I am honored to extend hearty welcome to all of you gathered here for the significant graduation ceremony. We are privileged to have the distinguished guest on the dais, Mr. Swaminathan, Chief Executive Officer, GS1 India. Sir, we appreciate your presence as we come together to acknowledge and celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. It's my pleasure to welcome the parents, relatives of graduates who waited patiently for 5 to 6 years to reach and enjoy this momentous occasion. I am sure many of you are watching this event online. I extend heartfelt welcome to the guests, members from the media, and heads of the departments. Dear members, I am happy to share some of the key highlights that most of us witnessed in your absence during the last 18 months. The year 2023 holds high significance for Kumaraguru institutions. First, we celebrated the birth centenary of founder Aruchalvar Ayya. Second, we entered the landmark 40th foundation year and started year-long celebrations. The Orb, an inspirational space created to celebrate 75th year of India's independence, was inaugurated by Nobel Peace Laureate Sri Kailash Satyarthi. The 59th annual meeting of Association for Tropical Biology and Conservation, ATBC, hosted by Kumaraguru institutions, brought together 30 plus countries, 50 plus international universities, 500 plus research scholars, underlining our global academic engagement. Today, Team KCT is working towards the ambitious target net zero with respect to carbon footprint, bringing all the stakeholders into a single platform. On account of eco-friendly initiatives and projects implemented by the microcosm and academic departments, we received Green Champion Award from the Government of Tamil Nadu and Platinum rating for the entire campus from IGBC. Yesterday, we had two eminent persons addressing the graduates, emphasizing on transparency, trust, collaborations, and networking. KCT stands tall among many higher educational institutions in all these, involving parents of our students, industries, chapters of the professional bodies, and other institutions as the stakeholders for inclusive growth. KCT has redefined and redesigned the curriculum in undergraduate programs to offer industry-specific courses in new product development, product lifecycle management, human-machine interface, and systems engineering jointly with Capgemini and Robert Bosch, leading to minor and nano specializations. We have established 20 plus chapters of the professional bodies in the last 18 months and implemented 15 plus activities through IEEE ESA and IEEE Indian chapters with a total grant of rupees 36 lakhs. And we introduced the concept of weekly gathering with the Institution of Engineers India, bringing industry and academic experts to the institute. Thereby, KCT helped the Coimbatore chapter of Institution of Engineers India to get the Best Local Chapter Award for the year 22-23 at national level. Tamil Nadu Forest Academy has chosen KCT as a collaborator to train newly recruited forest rangers from Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, West Bengal, Meghalaya, and Himachal Pradesh. Department of Automobile Engineering provided the third 3-day training program to the ranger trainees in the area of IC engines, motor mechanism, and maintenance and drone operations. As the graduates of management program and computer application, you know the relevance and importance of experiential learning and case study analysis. Project-based learning, introduced 2 years back by School of Foundational Sciences, has become a proven model with 300 plus students working on 74 projects under the mentorship of 65 plus faculty members and industry experts, resulting in 17 prototypes and 28 publications. Today, our UG students regularly visits Aura Institute of New Zealand to learn sustainable design concepts in vehicle design and started to visit Northern Illinois University to understand best practices in the field of industrial engineering, which is expected to go in a big way in the years to come. Robert Bosch, Germany, has committed itself to support Kumaraguru in the motorsports with a financial support of $200 to every student associated in the project, besides technically mentoring the teams. Students from civil engineering visited Atal Tunnel at Rohtang Pass in Himachal Pradesh, the world's only highest single tube tunnel highway, about 10,000 feet, as a part of the study tour sponsored by Atal Yuvak scheme in the year 2022. A RIG, a unique student support system started by Kumaraguru almost a decade back, has grown bigger enough to offer research solutions and solve the problems faced by the industries. As on date, Emerald Industries, the popular jewelry maker, Indian Oil Salem, Rajaratna Mills, Mofu Industries Bangalore are some of the clients of RIG. Garage has crossed the borders of our country to participate in the International Energy Board Challenge at Monaco during the year 22 and 23, thereby bringing unique learning experience to Kumaraguru. Research and product development activities related to battery in terms of thermal management, energy storage system has attracted many potential Indian and MNC investors. Today, KCT works closely with students of Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts, Kumaraguru Institute of Agriculture, and communities like Bhavani Jamakalam weavers, Samattur handloom weavers, tribal people to address their issues and simultaneously to synergize and enhance the learning experience. And understanding the need to enhance the learning experience at PG students in PG programs, we have appointed a full-time associate dean for PG studies in engineering, 3 professors of practice in B schools, and 4 eminent persons from the defense services attached with KCIRI, and we expect many more novel initiatives in the years to come. As a validation of our quality assurance initiatives, KCT has been accredited by NAC with A++ grade during the cycle 3, making it the first engineering college in the state of Tamil Nadu to achieve a CGPA of 3.62 on 4-point scale. Today, our B school is one among the very few institutions to get accreditation from National Board of Accreditation, New Delhi, and we are awaiting the expert team from ACBSP USA to accredit MBA program shortly, a step towards providing international acceptance to our graduates. The Principles for Responsible Management Education, PRME, is a UN-supported initiative founded in the year 2007. PRME equips B school students with the understanding and ability to deliver the change by integrating sustainable development goals in various learning activities. I am happy to inform the graduates KCT-BS has won the PRME Faculty Recognition Award for the year 2023, competing with 43 contestants in the world. KCT has been awarded as one of the top 5 institutions in the country by CII under Industrial Innovation category for the year 2023, the only institute in the country to achieve this consecutively for the past 3 years. Our achievements are a result of divine blessings, guidance from Arutchelvar Ayya, and collective support of the management, Kumaraguru community, and our well-wishers. My hearty thanks to everyone involved. I take this opportunity to congratulate the graduates, and may your future endeavors be as remarkable as your time at Kumaraguru. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I invite our respected joint correspondent, Shri Shankar Vanavraya, to deliver the welcome address. Presidential address.
Good morning. Good morning. So that's when you get reminded that we treat you still like students and expect that in return. Maybe at least the last time we'll be able to do that today. Since I was also asked to welcome initially, it's very special to have all of you back in campus. Looking at all of you with your wonderful costume, and you almost have a crown. It's special, and these are traditions, as our special guest and me were discussing when we were wearing these gowns. We certainly don't live in a country which is minus many degrees, or in a region which is very tropical and beautiful in weather, but some traditions, some honors, and some legacy is always wonderful. When you wear these robes today, and later you will hear me talking about it, these robes are not a costume. This is an armor of your achievement and success. And I want to congratulate you, saying that you have earned it. You worked hard for it. You worked for 12 years, and then 3 or 4 years, and then again 2 years, which means it's been a long journey to wear this yellow robe today. So congratulations first. I welcome you into this wonderful Sunday morning. While many people this morning might be easing, relaxing, taking it easy, doing whatever they're doing, here you are. And maybe this is a reminder. I don't want every Sunday of yours to be hardworking Sunday in the morning, but imagine if every Sunday is going to be celebrating your learning success. if it's going to be celebrating what you are capable of. Imagine if every Sunday is where your family and friends and your teachers and your colleagues are around you celebrating your success. Life should be that, I feel. Not that I want you to graduate every Sunday. Imagine how much you'll have to learn again to graduate very often. But at least remember that such a Sunday is possible. If you've done it once, you can do it many more times. So I want to first wish you in that while I welcome you. It's also very special to have your family members with us, because in India, education is never an individual aspect. If you go to the US, of course, families, it's a big family occasion. In fact, the graduation is always a big family occasion. But in India, every part of the journey is a family occasion. Somebody's supporting you, somebody's cooking for you, somebody's dropping you, somebody's working hard to pay, somebody is standing behind, some mother, sister, aunt is telling the neighbor, you know what, my daughter is doing this. She is going to do this. அவங்க இதை சாதிக்க போகிறாங்க, இதை சாதிச்சுட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க, இந்த வேலை வாங்கியிருக்காங்க, இந்த தொழில் பண்ண போகிறாங்க, இந்த சமுதாயத்துக்கு இந்த மாற்றத்தை ஏற்படுத்துகிறாங்கன்னு சொல்கிறக்கான சூழ்நிலையை இந்த எஜுகேஷன் gives you. ஸோ அந்த ஸ்ட்ரெங்த்தை கொடுத்தது வந்து உங்கள் ஃபேமிலி அண்ட் பெற்றோர் தான். ஸ்பெஷல் வெல்கம் டு ஆல் த ஃபேமிலி மெம்பர்ஸ் who are here. This is very important for us. As an institution, we strongly believe that while you came to leave your children, எப்போ நீங்கள் அட்மிஷனுக்கு வந்தீங்களோ இல்லை ஃபஸ்ட் டே ஸ்வாகத்தமுக்கு வந்தீங்களோ, அதே மாதிரி இந்த நிறைவுக்கும் வரணும். அதையோடு நின்றக்கூடாது. எப்போவுமே in your thoughts, wishes and prayers, all of us in an institution, you should keep us. Once again, thank you for being here. I've been asked to, naturally, I'm standing before to do a presidential address. And there are some fundamental things I want to discuss, but I'll take a few minutes to just talk to you about what I think and where we are. Just about a month ago, I was in the UAE, in Dubai. I was part of an industry leaders delegation to meet the government there and industry there. I also spoke at a India, UAE, India, Emirates conclave. We met 3 very young, dynamic Emirati ministers there. The kind of promise they talk about India, நம்மளுக்கே அங்கே போனால் தான் you realize how strong and potential rich we are. It is a wonderful moment where you're graduating in 2023, when this institution is turning 40, when India is crossed to 75, walking towards 100. You are walking into an India which is very, very different. The world has recognized it. Last week, many of my friends were in Davos, in the World Economic Forum. There, the kind of experience each industrialist had, each minister of India representing the country and the state had, was phenomenal again. Everybody wants to work with India. Everybody wants to transact with India. Everybody wants to be part of the India growth story. If all this is true, then we are in the best times. But there is some other realities that we also have to keep in mind. India today has 111 unicorns, 5th largest economy, huge demographic dividend, and this Sunday we are exactly celebrating that demographic dividend with giving you degrees and honors. But adhe samayathila, we are also a country with the highest population of hungry people. We are also a country which has still many, many gaps. Today when you came to this campus, you would have seen fantastic excellence, some aspects. Sitting here, you could be sitting anywhere else in the US, looking at the quality of air conditioning, the light, the video, the mic, and everything else is working. Your phones are as the same thing what a graduate in Harvard will have. The Wi-Fi is almost as similar to what somebody in Oxford would do. And your Instagram and your LinkedIn is the same for anybody else in the world. But while you reached here, did every service work to world class? Was every individual you saw on the way world class? Certainly not. First thing for us to realize is you are amongst the lucky 10, 20, 30% of this country. You're very, very lucky to be here, standing, sitting, and going to get this degree, and we should recognize this. We should be grateful for it. But while we are grateful for it, it's not only saying thank you, grateful, thank you God that I'm part of this 20, 30%, but you have to work for the next 60%. The next 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, or even 100 years in your life should be filled with great, great achievements. Great achievements for yourself, for your family, but certainly for everybody around you. India, in the next 25 years, will have to conquer becoming a developed country. You know, 30% of India is almost in a developing, 60% of India is maybe very underdeveloped. 10% of India is in a developed country. When some of us go to Dubai, we are saying, hey, there's nothing more to buy because everything else is in India. But there are thousands and lakhs of people who want to go to Dubai to get any kind of job. The same thing with London, the same thing with San Francisco, and everything. So this is a great time if you want to lead and make the change to the world. So I want to wish you to say, this is the time you should have phenomenal dreams. Don't be impressed by simple ambitions of a settled job, a good salary, and being comfortable and able in life. And at this point, I want to talk about something else. For a graduation, it's important that all of us are here. We are all naturally here. We are part of this graduation. When I talk to you about life and that great achievement and what ambition you should have, it's also very important if I tell you, I might have told you this before. You might have heard from me before on this, but it's very important to have a celebrated guest. A person who we can celebrate for their success, for their leadership, for their achievement. It is very important that we should have somebody who's also one of our own. Today, it is our pleasure to have Mr. Swaminathan with us. Thank you so much, Mr. Swaminathan, for being here. And you know why I said he's one of us? Is because he too is a product of this campus. He too is from this same... I haven't still told you why you should clap for. Of course, you should clap for the fact that he's also from Kumaraguru. But he has 30 years of experience in automatic data capture industry, software and product. I know this intellectually, but practically to know, you know, we've heard this statement to say, if you are a Tata, if you work for the Tatas, if you are a Tata person, every Indian uses something Tata every day. The salt, the car, the electricity, a textile machinery, a product, something or the other. But guess what? He works for this institution. I can't call it a company. He works for this institution, an organization, which every one of us use almost, not almost, for sure every day of our lives. Every barcode that comes of every product that each one of us buys or is transacted in the country is actually, in a way, going through his organization. His organization is the one which is a semi-governmental organization which works with corporates, industry bodies and government and global corporations to say every product will have a barcode. And the barcode system develop panni, and the development every product kondu vandadala, he is the leader for making that possible. But quietly, I also asked him whether he has access to know what I'm buying. He said, Illala, we only have access up to the barcode. We actually don't know who's buying what. So that kind of achievement to do in an organization in India, he and his colleagues and the organization, about 200 people work there, make sure this country is coded, which is phenomenal. And quietly, he also told me that the whole FASTag, each of our cars are not stuck in toll gates for hours because there is a sticker, and that sticker is reacting to a sensor, and that sensor to a payment gateway, and the gate lifts. That also was developed by this organization. And similarly, Rohini, the registry for hospitals, for insurance, and so much more. Why am I talking to you about it? Is because it's wonderful that an Indian organization with Indians working in it, of course they will work with global corporations for technology and other things, has developed this with almost 1/10 or less of cost. You said FASTag was at about 100, whereas globally it's about 1,500 rupees. Indigenous technology, which has made this possible. So, Mr. Swaminathan, to have you here, one among us, who almost went out of here, but is in the national and global highway of technological change with actual ground impact, is very important for them to understand, because I can talk theory, you can actually talk the practical on why what I'm saying is true and if this can happen. Once again, thank you very much for being here. I want to close by saying that we are in our 40th year. It's very, very special. We crossed the 100th year of our founder. We remember with gratitude, with all the founders who helped us do this, teachers, so many administrators who got us here. We remain very grateful, but we also know when you celebrate your birthday is not looking at the past. You look at the year ahead. When you're celebrating your graduation, is not celebrating only the 4 years or 2 years or the degree that you got, is actually celebrating the future. Your degree is your passport and visa into the future. Same way, Kumaraguru's 40th year is not about our past, it's about the future. I want to tell you that we are very proud of what we have achieved. Dr. Saravanan spoke about the many new things, and we want to grow. We want to grow with multiple things. Today we are in 3 campuses. We have a second business school in the Palakkad Highway. We have an agriculture college in the Bhavani Taluk, and we have more plans. Forge has set up multiple centers across Tamil Nadu. Today we are prevalent everywhere, but we have more aspirations. We've just announced that we will do a whole new tech park in the campus to bring in global companies of R&D and knowledge into this campus as well. So there are more things we are planning. We want you to be always in touch with us. We want you to wish us, bless us, to grow. But more than anything, keep connected with us, giving us ideas, giving us the way to go into the future. I will wish you to be extremely happy today. Enjoy, celebrate. Be one that you are looking back at all the struggles and enjoying, but also make sure you promise yourself you will have a happy life, you will have a healthy life, you will have an ethical life, and you will have a successful and a powerful life. Best wishes, and wonderful to have all of you here. Congratulations. I declare open this graduation ceremony. This graduation ceremony of the Kumaraguru College of Technology has been called for presenting degrees to the candidates who in the examinations held for the purpose by Anna University have been granted to be worthy of the same. Introduction of the chief guest.
It's our privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest for today's graduation ceremony, Mr. S. Swaminathan, Chief Executive Officer, GS1 India, who is our distinguished alumnus of KCT Batch 92. Mr. Swaminathan has more than 30 years of experience across automatic data capture industry, software products and services sector in various responsibilities which include channel development, supply chain management, sales, marketing, and project management across domestic and international markets. He has been associated with GS1 India for 14 years. Prior to becoming the CEO, he has been the COO and Head of Business Development at GS1 India. He has played a key role in the conceptualization and implementation of projects of national importance, including FASTag automated toll management system, Rohini, registry of hospitals and network of insurance and adoption of QR 2D code in multiple sectors. He was instrumental in setting up National Industry Forum for Retail to collaboratively articulate and resolve the supply and demand chain related issues by adopting global standards and best practices. Mr. Swaminathan is a member of the Global GS1 Advisory Council and various National Retail and E-Commerce Committee and CII Food Safety Council. Sir, Kumaraguru Institutions is honored to have you amongst us on this momentous occasion, and we are certain that your wealth of experience and insights in the industry shall be a source of inspiration for the graduating students.
I now with pleasure invite the chief guest, Mr. Swaminathan, to deliver the graduation address. Thank you.
I'm taller, right? Joint Correspondent Mr. Shankar Vanavarayar, Principal, Kumaraguru College of Technology, Mr. Shankar, Dr. Shankar, other distinguished dignitary on the dais, off the dais, faculty members, and my wonderful students, their parents, ladies and gentlemen. I'm deeply honored to address this gathering of the bright minds on their graduation day, who are the potential leaders, innovators, and entrepreneurs of a vibrant India tomorrow, of today and tomorrow. It's a very emotional moment for me. I'm coming back to the campus after several years. In fact, in 2016 or 17, I was there for a short while for our Silver Jubilee celebrations. I just remember and recall my college days. The first 2 years we had at Pollachi, and then the next 2 years here, how we had a great time on that. It's also, I just wanted to, I was telling, the Mr. Shankar, that I had the opportunity to interact with the great founder, Dr. Mahalingam, as a part of one, officially when I was officiating something for the college ceremony there. And I'll say that traveling across the world, meeting person, is something who is very legendary by name, visionary by thought. He will always remain forever in our hearts. I'm very, happy that the second generation, is taking his legacy back with a lot of innovative ideas, and I wish him all the best. Students, I can, as the joint correspondent mentioned, that I know that you guys would have all spent countless hours immersed in textbooks with a lot of intellectual discussions, in pursuit of knowledge, growth, and excellence. Today, you need to remember that graduation is no more, a day where your learnings have stopped. It's the day where your actual real-time learning begins from today. Knowing of the fact that some of you have already been, graduated out and working now on that, it's also a beginning of a new learning. I just also, looking at the parents, it's become emotional to me today, because one part of my career, after I did my engineering, 30 years, I did my hard work and struggled. I'm talking in front of you as a chief guest. But I should say that, it's a lot of sacrifice that my parents, especially my mother, made, in bringing up me. The knowledge I gained from the institutions at both at my undergraduation and post-graduation level, the guidance that I received from my mentors, which is there. So that's what, makes me feel today that wherever you are, whatever you do, your roots will always be the same on that. I would like all the graduating students to get up and give a big round of applause for their wonderful parents and lovely teachers. Yeah, please be seated, Today as I speak, I was just telling Mr. Shankar also that I also have a son of a similar age, who did his graduation a couple of years back, and he worked for it. Usually my practice of presenting a book that I do for whomever I meet across, along with a letter, and I gave him a few of the tips that he should follow in life. Then last week, I just told him, I had a call and said that I'm going back to my college. Do you think that whatever I wrote is a gyan or it's a boring or something? No. 30 to 40% is fine, I am just feeling it in 2-3 years of it. You can go and talk about it there. So I said that because it's something, taking your 30 years back of it, and because I know that there are a lot of things that you can learn from the internet and you get there, but something experience and other thing is very difficult to, unless you go through that stage there. So I thought I'll share my 3 decades of experience of how I went into that, right? And I'm also very conscious that I belong to a Generation X, and you guys are of a Generation Z. There is so much of thought process change. But today morning when I said that, somebody told me within a batch of first year and the final year itself, so many things which are there. So just to give you an analogy, like, 3 of us, my father, my son, everybody was sitting and having a discussion of a couple of years back of how do we do that. So my, father said that old conventional thought of let's use a public transport because that's the cost-effective way. I said, yeah, you have all facilities, a driver do that. My son said that, let's use because in Delhi you have a lot of, it doesn't run on fossil fuel or anything, it's there. And today generation is sustainable. He said, let's do a carpooling or something on for Uber and other thing to sustain it. So I'm saying, like computing power, a smartphone today can do the power of what a mainframe had 30, 40 years back. That's the intellectual mindset of the young minds of the country on that. We acknowledge that which is there. So when I passed out of the college, to be honest, I didn't know anything about. Even for that matter, I was telling Mr. Shankar also that I did my applied science for some time, and then I said if I get into some of the college best, I will join only Kumaraguru, otherwise I will not do that. That was my take which I did that against. And when we passed out, there were a lot of uncertainties. Opportunities was not less, awareness, and also there was no mentorship like today what you get from, especially having a placement cell and other thing on that, which is there, And also we didn't know what to do and importantly what not to do. That was the situation which we had, but I was very clear that, it very well resonates with what the motto of the college is, coined around 40 years back or much before that by the late founder, that character is in life, You may buy anything, material things which are there, but health and character never. So that's very, very important. But I was always very clear that whatever I'll do my hard work, I'll be ethical in things, I'll be sincere in that. So I think these are some fundamental pillars in which is very, very important irrespective of the technological changes that are happening around. So, today I think I was told that the students who are graduating are from the business as well as also from the computers. So I'll just give you a big picture of both. So I'm just taking you my 30 years of journey and telling you because tomorrow you are the future leaders of the next 30 years, how it looks like, maybe in the 2050s on that, because all of you will have, the next career of 30, 35 years. So the economy in 92 was, total GDP of the country was 270 billion, So 30 years down the line as we talk is around 3.7 trillion. So almost it has grown around 10 to 12%, 10 to 12 times. Looking at the future, and as I interact with a lot of, the bureaucrats at the highest level in the government and also with the public policy makers and the industry captains, I'm very confident that we will, in the next 2 to 3 years, we will touch 5 trillion. In the next 30 years, it will be a 30 trillion. And by 2047, we should all aim in the next 25 years to make India a developed India, which is there. Because the reason why I'm saying is, we are looking for an unprecedented growth, and you guys have arrived at the right time, So, and it's a bright spot today, and it's going to be a new India, a transforming India, and by the time you should leave a legacy of a developed India. And if you look at the entire world in our time, it used to be extremely difficult for us to, travel overseas and other things, but now literally those things are there, and today it's a global village. So disruption in any part of the world will have a cascading effect on the entire there. So India is becoming a very, very center to the global economy. That's why you see the recent G20, everything has, India played a very, very vibrant role in that. It's there. Coming to the technological part, technology has changed, as what we used to study something like a fictitious story is all becoming a reality today, And I could see the changes that has happened in the last 6 years are much faster and disruptive than what has happened in the last 20 years or so, especially in the area of artificial intelligence, generative AI, deep learning, blockchain. So these are the areas that there is a tremendous scope in the years to come. And we also, if you look at India, used to be, in the 17th century, 24% of the GDP of the world, used to be from India. That's the way where India flourished in terms of the trade, commerce, everything. And seeing how the services sector is moving in, there is a huge opportunity in the services sectors as in terms for the opportunities that you have, both from technology and management skills. Now, just look at it from a perspective. I think sometimes what I say, it could be slightly, overboard, but there are certain things which you will realize as you move along in your life. Our life is divided into 3 compartments. Just look at it, 3 phases of life. The life expectancy is 75 years, almost 28,000 days that we live on this planet, right? The first 25 years you spend on your, upbringing in terms of your education, everything. The second phase is a very important phase of your life. That's where it starts today, right? The next 25 to 30 years, where you'll be able to have your maximum productivity on that, and this is the best phase that you could deliver on it. So as you get into this phase, I want to share some words of wisdom over the years, that I had the privilege of listening to and learning from some of the greatest minds across the world. Worked for several global companies as well as Indian companies in the minds of leadership and personal development. The first thing is, change is the only constant in life. It's more apparent that all of us has to embrace change. So rather than having a fixed mindset that I will do this, that, but have a growth mindset of it. That's very, very important. And it's not a one-time thing. And the attitude also should be there, remain forever. That's required for embracing change. And change is not something to fear. It's an opportunity to learn, grow, and excel in life. And you know that today, in a competitive business world, it's a survival of the fittest. And the world outside is, whatever said and done, it's going to be great opportunities are there, but it's going to be a highly volatile, uncertain, we call it as a yucca world, complexity and ambiguity world on that. Second important thing, which I keep telling to my team as well as myself every day, that all of us try to be in the comfort zone. When just to give you an example of it, when I passed out of the college, I got a good job. I was traveling, both domestic and international. I was very comfortable there. But then after a few years, I thought that this is what I'm going to do for my entire life, what I need to do. So I need to really go back and do something. Then I said, okay, fine. From a comfort zone, you go to the little bit of fear zone and then a learning zone. The important thing is all of us has to think about going from a comfort zone to a growth zone. That's very, very important. The other fact is you are going to run a marathon in life. It's not going to be, this is going to be a lifelong which is there. So it needs to be a continuous. So you have to continuously learn, and it's also important that you unlearn and relearn. Some things which you carry the legacy of it, at some point you say that this is not going to work out, let's do that. This is very, very important for it. And a zeal to keep changes that are happening around. That's very, very, very important. The next is, you should believe yourself that you can do much, there and better in life. See, it's all the power of mind, right? Nobody would have thought that in terms of it which is there. You see that, ordinary people do extraordinary things because it's the belief that they carry. So everybody needs to be very, very positive and highly charged on that. The other important is, fortune favors the bold and brave. That means success is not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a long journey. Talent, you may score good marks and you may be highly talented, but it's also your passion towards and perseverance is very, very important. So whenever you get a feedback, don't be disheartened by it. Embrace the failure as a stepping stone for your future goals. And a lot of things you can learn from your failure. because I've seen that, not that every thing which I do is successful in terms of the projects or anything on that, but there are a lot of things to be there. The other important thing I would like to tell to the youngsters is, don't take drastic decisions, Always think about it before it, which is there, which I see it happening around. The next is, life can throw unexpected challenges anytime at all, but you need to be resilient. That's very, very important. And if you want to move it in your professional ladder, you also need to be very friendly, a team player, a focused, See, for next few years, you will be an individual player. After that, you will manage a team, then grow to the middle level of an organization, then on that to the senior. So you need to take the team along on that. The one thing which I would like to tell all of you is, which I also learned the hard way around, is your presentation, communication skill are very, very vital. That will be always a competitive advantage. So, you have to, irrespective of whatever you have there, your job profile is there, always look into a continuous learning and development process of it. That's something which you need to really look at. There are a lot of tools which are there. You also need to know that you play on your strength, work on your weakness. That's something which is very, very important for there. The next part is your network that you do over the period of time is your net worth. I say so is, the reason is, last few of my jobs, I have not gone through job interviews or have not gone into or applying or anything. It's because of the personal relationships that I've built over a period of time. So you have to start cultivating that and always, try to work on personal, building up your relationships. So the other aspect is the work-life balance. You need to also look at, how do you manage your health is also very important. We have seen what happened to Steve Jobs, that, he was the brightest mind and, amazing a risk person, but at the very young age of 56, which is there. So it's, as I said, that material loss can be found, but life and character is very, very important. The very important thing I find is, always it's very good to be affiliated with the social cause, and as you grow up, think also what you can give back to the society. That's very important. Not necessarily in a large form, but whatever small things you can make a difference is very, very important on that. And then, do not shy away from asking help. One of the biggest problem I look at today is, people don't talk also. Everything within the home, from one room to the other, they sending a message or chat, which is there. But you need to, if at any point of time, you need to be there. Always remain humbled and grounded, which is there. So just remember the words of Mahatma Gandhi, that you must be a change you want to see in the world, right? And the other important, which is very close to my heart, I was really impressed when I was seeing, a EV car, which was there, sustainability, the future of the planet. Today, because of the global warming and other, CO2, the earth has to be a better place for us to live in, and also for the generations to come, which is there. So make it, anything what you do is try to make it more sustainable in nature on that. The last part of it is, charter your own destiny without holding others responsible for it. Many of the time we try to blame or put on other things which are there, but we are responsible for our own destiny, That's very, very important on that. So the future depends on what we do today. I normally, go with a recommendation of a book when I do that, because again, you get a lot of knowledge and learning to the book. So on this occasion, I've chosen a book titled, How Will You Measure Your Life? It's a very, great book. I think I recommend that all of you should learn. It's written by a Harvard professor, Clayton M. Christensen. It's a very interesting book of how do you do that, how you want to do in life. And with that, I would like to congratulate once again all the graduating students. Embrace the future with open arms, and may all your paths be filled with passion, success, happiness, purpose-driven, and make yourself and family and the country proud. Jai Hind and Valga Valamuda. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the valuable insights into life's realities. We take great pleasure in sharing that Mr. Swaminathan was the recipient of the Distinguished Award for Professional Excellence during the Global Alumni Meet 2023, which was held in the recent past. This accolade places him in the esteemed company of 7 other distinguished alumni, each a luminary in their respective fields.
Let the candidates be presented now.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I, Dr. Mary Cherian, present unto you the candidates from the Faculty of Business Administration who have been certified to receive the degree of Master of Business Administration of Anna University. Abhi Aravind, Abhinesh, Abhishek, Adil Ahmed, Aditya Shobika, Agnes Sylvia, Gogo, Amarta, Anaga Babu, Anandaraj K, Anjay Rennis Lawrence, Ashwin Balaji, Atishwaran, Adira KR, Adira R, Babadarni, Bhavya K, Kaushik NV, Dharani Dharan A, Dharaniya S, Divya Jayarakini, Dinesh K, Durai Murugan, yes. ABT, Fahmida Begum, Gayatri CK, Gokular, Gautam D, Gautaman Kumar V, Guna Ashwati, Hari Bhaskaran, Harish R. Harshini S. Ilakya K. Ilakya R. Aishwarya Sridharan. Jamuna M. Jayant KS. Jisha S. Joel John Vargas. Kanishka TM. Karthik R. Kavipriya S. Kirtimati R. Kirtika Dharni. Kirtika V. Madhushri R. Mahalakshmi Srinisha. Manushri. Malfa Shen. Midun G. Mohan Kumar S. Nandini R. Narmada N. Naveen N. Naveen Raj R. Nirmal L. Nishant R. Niveta R. Padma Bhagya. Pavit Kumar K. Marlon. Pradeep Kumar P. Prashant P. Prashant K. Praveen Chakravarti. Preeti R. Punithan L. Raghavan KR. Rajagopal P. Rajaguru M. Ramesh Babu B. Ramya D. Ramya SG. Ranjini TD. Ravina Krishna G. Rabashi A. Renisha V. Rose Ann Matthew. Roshini S. Prithvi SS. Sanjana Prakash. Sanjay Babu. Sanjeev Kumar. Shankari V. Saruka S. Satyanarayanan KB. Satyamurthy TG. Shane Kelly. Shilpa Darshini. Shivani Sagar. Shobika V. Shrigit S. Sriram Manigandan. Sri Veda E. Shubham Tripathi S. Salambarasan T. Shiva Santosh K. Shiva Rashwant MD. Surya S. Saumya VS. Saumya P. Sri Balaji R. Sri Ram Prakash S. Srinivasan T. Shruti S. Subhash B. Subhashri M. Suganya G. Suprita K. Surya MR. Swarnalakshmi S. Saeed Abraham Ali. Sylvia S. Tangapandian AK. Dharni Shah. Tirtha K. Upasana Srinivasan. Vaishali K. Varshamitra V. Varshni P. Vidya M. Vignesh A. Vijay Bharati K. Vishal R. Vivan Bharat S. Joseph Hassan. Apurva Basu. Mr. Chairman, I, Dr. Mary Cherian, present unto you the candidates from the Faculty of Business Administration who have been certified to receive the degree of Master of Business Administration in Innovation, Entrepreneurship and Venture Development. Gokul R. Hari Vignesh M. Mayuri P.T. Niveta D.
Mr. Chairman, I, Dr. Vijilesh, present unto you the candidates from the Faculty of Computer Applications who have been certified to receive the degree of Master of Computer Applications of Anna University. Anusia, Prashant, Parthasarathi, Selva Murugan, Vinod Bala, Ravichandran, Karthikeyan, Kausalya, Karthikeyan, Naveen Kumar, Naveen, Vidyasagar, Niveta, Monish, Sibi Harshavardhan, Surya Prakash, Ram Kumar, Aravindan, Abhirami, Aishwarya, Akshita Shaji, Alimat Shalia, Anish, Anush Gopi, Aravind, Arjun, Arnesh, Arun, Arun Virudagiri, David Jacob Durai, Deepthi, Devi Subhashini, Dharini, Dinesh, Gokul, Gautaman, Hari Shankar, Harshana, Kanishka Devi, Kavi Priya, Kumar, Mohammad Ijaz, Mukil Vannan, Naveen Manoj, Niveda, Prakash Raj, Praveen, Preeti Vin, Pritika, Sandhya, Sangeeta, Sita Lakshmi, Shiny Esther, Shiva Shankari, Sri Devi, Suchitra, Shweta, Shweta S, Tamil Selvan, Tarini, Varunesh, Venkataramanan, and Vishwambari.
I request all the graduates to rise, and can you all stand up, please? Only the graduates. Can you repeat after me your pledge? We shall, in thought, word, and deed, ever endeavor to be scrupulously honest in the discharge of our duties in our profession, and shall uphold the dignity and the integrity of our profession, and the honor of our college and university. We shall uphold and advance social order and the well-being of our fellow members, and shall devote all our energy to promote unity, integrity, and the secular ideal of our country. By the virtue of the authority vested in me as the Joint Correspondent of the Governing Council of Kumaraguru College of Technology, Coimbatore, I admit you as graduates for which you have been declared qualified to receive the degrees of Anna University, and in token thereof, you have been presented with these certificates, and I authorize you to wear the robes ordained as the insignia of your qualifications. Congratulations. Please sit down. I dissolve this graduation ceremony. The national anthem, please rise.
जनहन मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे